Hello everybody and welcome to Medieval Minecraft. I'm IgnorantGravity and a lot of things have changed recently. As you can tell, this is not something that has been shown in my previous videos, and that's because our last world crashed, as much as I know, and we had to basically restart. So there's been a few tour videos of the Nords, and I'm not entirely satisfied with them, so I've decided to do my own, which is what I was going to do anyway, but hopefully to be a little bit more thorough. A lot of things have changed lately. For example, I am no longer Grandmaster Grav, but I am known as King Grav. I am King of the Nords. King Zordander was assassinated. No, not by me. He just happened to appoint me with his dying breath without telling me beforehand. But anyways, so this is the Nord port city of Paladrius, and when you first arrive here, you'll arrive on this nice boat. It's supposed to be a small longboat, and so there's nothing really supposed to be real special about it. You can see one being built over here, and everything's a work in progress. I've been working my butt off to make Nord cities and landscape unique. So anyways, you enter this city, Port Paladrius, and you'll have things like the warehouse district, just a place for storage. People can rent the warehouses. The current governor of Paladrius is Arbiter Beldor, also known his in-game name is Arbiter Beldor. His actual Minecraft name is a giant pie. He's in charge of this town for me. I've noticed in another video that there's some confusion as to what this is. It's a podium. You stand up here, make announcements. There's a few more throughout the city and open areas. Anyway, this is a shop district. There are several shops. I think there are a few for sale. I don't believe it's ever been filled because a few people have been banned lately. Yeah, for example, I think this building, which is a blacksmith shop, is now for sale. But basically, this area is where you can find a large portion of the local merchants for this town. All of the shops are houses as well, I think, except for this section. No, wait. Nope, they have upstairs. So yeah, they're houses as well. I also want to take this time to thank the build team. They helped me. I basically organized everything, and they went, okay, yeah, we can do this, and build it. So it was cool. This entire area, which I'm gonna sneak in, is the Lord of the Suns area. And so I think this is their barracks. I don't know. I'm probably wrong, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and just kind of show you around. So they have their barracks and things like that all back here. And so this is the Lord of the Sun main chapel currently, headquarters. And so it's nice. It has a tower that you can go up in, a bell tower. Plenty of pews, more pews up here. There was confusion as to what this was as well. It's a book. Kind of, yeah, basically it's the closest thing we could find that looked proper. Down here are catacombs. Don't know why the door is open when it's closed. Anyways, I'm mumbling. So enough for that. not allowed to use glowstone, so I think that's why they did that. So there's actual light radiating from it. Fire spread is turned off for griefing issues. This city, I laid out the roads for. People kept laying out roads, and they were extremely straight and stuff. For example, if the roads, I left the roads how they were originally set up, all the roads would be like that. And I wanted to avoid that because it just felt too open, too straight, too planned. I wanted this to have a real tight feeling where you could get lost. There's plenty of back alleys, things of that nature. And to be honest, I actually get lost in the city myself on occasion. This is the gallows. We do actually execute people who use magic, because magic is outlawed and scares people. It's Raven Court. And so we'll continue on. See, there's another podium there. I guess you could call it a podium. So we have more. This is the harbor master's office. Nothing too special inside currently. I believe it's just an empty building with floors. This is a guild area. That's the mining. No, I think they actually moved their building. Yeah, so this is the mining guild. That's an empty build currently. This is room for another guild when one decides that they need a spot and they talk to me about it. So we're gonna ignore the royal district for a second. Oh. And fire spread is turned off, so sometimes you'll find some weird things like that. Oh, actually, yeah. So we'll come to the main square again. And this is the barracks, which I had a fun time building during the build stage, and by fun time I mean it was a pain in the ass. But it turned out alright. They've made their own modification sense, like this thing, which looks kind of flimsy. I'll probably change that later, maybe, depending on what other people think about it. So now we'll move on to the royal district, which is all of this area back here. This is the governor's gardens. He has a mammoth back here that I don't think I'm supposed to know about, but so in game I don't know anything about it. Don't come running up to me going, "Hey, your governor has a mammoth." But yeah, he has a nice little mansion, nice and cozy. Has several bedrooms, has a third story, kitchen, lounge, plenty of fun stuff. This building, I can't remember who built it, but basically they decided they were going to attempt to mimic the barracks with it, just on a larger scale. Now, continuing down the royal district, this is the treasury, made by Cassin Casino. She is amazing at putting a bunch of stuff in a small area and making it feel I don't know, efficient. So that's basically the bank. And then we come down to the Naval Academy, which has a bunch of fun stuff in it, also built by Cassin Casino. Targets, things like that, an obstacle course. It's been altered recently, actually. These are meant to have cannons on them at a later date if we ever get the cannon plug-in back. Now, screw it. And then up here we have plenty of lecture halls and classrooms and stuff, because it is an academy, people are learning here. And so, It's a fairly big building, and it's basically the same as the bank, whereas there's a lot in it for a very small area. And they didn't do anything with the attic, so you didn't see that. These are basically ways to get up onto... Oh. These towers are basically ways to get onto the walls. There's also a way to get up onto them from the barracks, just right there. And there are ways to get up onto them from the gatehouses. Now we're going to move slightly outside of the portal. And we have this, strips of area around the walls that are clear. Don't plant in them. I set up a world guard region where you can't plant things in them. I think it's like that for realism. You want to have trees butting up right against the wall. Again, another podium for making announcements, things like that. This is where Bernadette, which I think was played by Casa Casino, I could be wrong, died. She fought a frost giant and lost, so now her body is encased in ice. And so we have our market district. It used to be over there. I was requested on several occasions to move it, so now it's out here. It might be moved again, depending on if the port needs an expansion. So over here, if you watched Chaos Soldier's video giving a tour, he thought that was an inn. That is not an inn, that is a farmhouse. The farmers in the Nords are allowed to have houses outside of the city, but there's only a limited amount of farmers allowed. So we come out of the city, and we have stables over here, where you can buy saddles, you can buy pigs, things of that nature. I'm not... Someone owns this, and I'm not sure who. No. So basically the inn owner owns the stables as well. This is the Pine Heart Inn. Casa Casino and I built it. I basically laid out the framework and what I was trying to do. If you ever played Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, they have a very similar building where they have to split, and I wanted to mimic that, so I did. And so we have this storage area. I'm not gonna bother going down, I'm gonna go up instead. That's the innkeeper's room, and we have plenty of storage and extra rooms, especially for VIPs and stuff of that nature. And now we're gonna go back down, and I'm proud of how this building turned out. Casson did a majority of the interior. I think J-Dog has altered it, but it has 3 actual rooms. That's cool. Although the date needs to be changed for lore reasons. Each room is the same. Has a view. So yeah. There's plenty of scenery along the road between the 2 cities. And I add to it with the help on occasion on a daily basis. Now that's a guild mine here, and I have to make a small note because I'm tired of doing it, but all the Nord mines are named, and you must have supports like these spaced evenly along the mine, otherwise you'll have a cave-in. And basically what that means is I make a world edit wand and fill it with gravel. And if it continues to happen, I fill it with obsidian. If I catch someone down there mining without supports, basically they die.